One of my subscribers on YouTube with the name Canister Vibes want me to talk about approval and reserve bid. These are two of the 5 major sales status on Copart. He doesn't know what it means. He want me to talk about it. But before I go into this, it is important to tell you that this is one of the topics on my course outline. People pay to get this training, but I'm going to do this for free, and I want every other person to learn from this. It is not only about the approval and the reserve bid. You have about 5 different sales status. You have approval, you have reserve bid, you have minimum bid, you have pure sale, and you have buy it now. So I'm going to be talking about the 5 different sales status that Copart have for you, so that you can understand perfectly. Now, before I go into this, somebody came into the comment section yesterday, checking on his page. His name is Abayomi Jimmy, and what he wrote on his page: sell automobile and import for customers direct from US plus real estate. That's what I saw, and he's got 31 followers on his page with just 2 posts, and those 2 posts, nothing is talking about cars. His first comment was, this guy is just cashing cruise. He wrote cash as in money, not catching cruise. He wrote it as, this guy is just cashing cruise, with people because he want to make money, blah blah blah. He's referring to me. Another post, he said, how can somebody be exposing his business online because he want to make money? He dropped 3 straight comments, and I read everything. I just smiled. Then the last one, he said, car importation from US to Nigeria is bigger than what this guy is analyzing. He said other things. I just smiled to it. Anyways, I hope you guys will not go and fall a victim to people like this. You said you sell automobile and you help customer to import direct from US, and you do real estate too. But on your page, you have just 2 posts. One is from Mewolaka, and another content is from Buala, former PDP spokesperson. So these are the 2 posts on your page, and you are coming to talk on my own page that I'm cashing cruise. You don't even know how to spell catching cruise. You are spelling it as cash, CASH. Cruise, you wrote it as, you can see it there. So let me leave this guy and talk about the main topic. Now, talking about approval and reserve bid, as well as minimum bid, pure sale, and buy it now. These are major sales status on Copart vehicles. Now, approval, minimum bid, and reserve bid, they mean practically the same thing, but Copart is using different English. But let me say it here. When a vehicle is on approval, it means that the seller wants to give his approval before the final release of the vehicle to you. So if you win the bid with about $2,000 or say $1,500, and the seller really wants more than that, you need to deal with the seller to approve the vehicle on that price. And if the seller wants you to add more money, that will be communicated to you using Copart as a channel. So Copart will send you a message, you will reply, stating your own price, and the same message will be communicated to the seller, and the same seller will reply as well using Copart as a channel. Then if you at the end of the day conclude on the amount you want to buy the vehicle, you will have it. The seller will give his final approval, and that is why it is called approval. Now, reserve bid means almost the same thing. The seller have a reserved amount on that particular car. So if you win it at a particular price, the seller will still pop up to tell you, this is the amount I want to collect. So the same process, Copart will have to communicate what the seller wants, and you will state what you want. Then if you eventually reach a conclusion, the seller will approve the car and the car belongs to you after that. The third one is called minimum bid. Minimum bid is just the same thing with approval, reserve bid. Minimum bid, there's a minimum amount of money that the seller is requesting for, just like reserve bid and approval. So if you win a bid with a certain amount of money, the seller still will have to tell you what he or she wants. If this particular bid gets to the live auction, I mean, if the threshold is $1,800 and people bid up to $1,800, then you will see the system telling you that the seller has revealed the minimum bid. It is now a free car for anybody to win. So it becomes a pure sale automatically. Any amount, you don't need to talk to the seller again. If nobody is hitting the bid up to the reserve price, it means that you have to wait for the seller to approve the auction for you. And that is just the meaning of all of those three: approval, minimum bid, and reserve bid. Now for pure sale, it is just clear. It is a pure sale. Whichever amount you are winning it. If it's $300, if it's $500, if it's $1,000, is your luck. That is your vehicle. And as for buy it now, it shows the seller don't want to go through waiting for the auction and all of that. So he or she will place the amount he wants on the vehicle. And in some cases, they will give you the opportunity to make an offer. In some other cases, they don't give you the opportunity to make an offer. They want to sell for $2,000, and that's just $2,000. And if at the end of the day nobody is willing to take it off the auction as buy it now, then you have to go into the live auction and you go and compete with others over the same car. So the highest bidder becomes the winner of the vehicle. I hope I've been able to explain this to you. And like I said, this is one of the topics on my course outline, and people pay to get this information. But then I'm giving this out in the spirit of 2024, and just to encourage others to come into the industry. But then my training is still something you've got to pay for. Guys, follow me on all digital channels: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And let's keep this conversation going within the comment section. That person where they drop that comment, I don't know, he said car importation is bigger than what I'm analyzing. I don't know, maybe you should analyze your own and how big it is, then we can talk about it. Come to the comment section, let's talk about it. Mr. Abayomi Olujimi, I will be waiting for you on this. I don't drop another update for people, so if you want to be angry, come again and get angry on my page. I'm waiting for your comments.